Hello, and welcome to this course on Past Life Regression Basics. I'm Chris Montoya, founder and practitioner at Inner Lightworks, New Mexico's Spiritual Hypnosis Partnership. Today I want to share with you some of the basics about hypnosis, the myths and the truths about the process of hypnosis. One of the first things I learned is that everybody accesses the process in a different way. Some people are highly kinesthetic, which really means that they access information through body sensations primarily. Others are auditory, which means that they listen in their mind for information and for cues. Others are visual, and this process is the dominant process of hypnosis, being able to use your imagination while putting the conscious, rational mind aside. In the end, allowing the information to come and trusting the process are the most important factors. Being able to daydream or to close your eyes and visualize an impression like the front of your home in detail really adds to the experience of hypnosis. So my tip to you is to practice visualization exercises with an audio track before any hypnosis session to begin activating the mind's eye. Next, let's talk about sleep. One of the first myths I want to address is the myth that in hypnosis the person falls asleep and will miss information during the session. While it can be possible to go into the deepest levels of hypnosis, which most everyone does at night as they are falling asleep, it's unlikely that you'll really fall asleep with a trained hypnotherapist or a trained practitioner. In fact, most clients are surprised when they go through a session and their body is very relaxed, but the mind is activated and they can experience information either as a slideshow or a knowing or even an inner voice telling them information. If all else fails, most past life regression practitioners record the session and advise the client to review the recording after the session multiple times for maximum benefit, so no information will be missed. Another tip here is to experience a quick idea of hypnosis. You can close your eyes at any time and visualize the place where you live and look around in that place as if you were going to describe the room to a friend on the phone. This is a mild trance state similar to watching TV, but it gives you an experience of what hypnosis can be like. Another question that comes up is the popular notion of stage hypnosis and the audience losing control of their own will, running around, acting like chickens, or other humiliating behavior that entertains audiences. This popular notion has caused clients to ask me if they lose control under hypnosis and if the practitioner learns everything about someone that they didn't want the hypnotherapist to know. Well, first, since you are always aware of what's happening in the session, you can choose to share or not share what you are sensing, but the choice is yours. Nothing can be accessed without your own permission, ever. That's important to remember. Now I'd like to share with you the biggest barriers I've seen to successful hypnosis. It can frustrate the client's experience, and it can also provide some frustration for the practitioner too. So a qualified practitioner will champion the client without judgment and with the intention to really help achieve what the client is interested in obtaining, right? So we really want to make sure that we're helping our clients get what it is that they're after. So let's look at the things that can be barriers to successful hypnosis sessions. So the first whammy is a double-edged sword: fear and control. In fact, those that want control of the session rather than letting the practitioner guide the session derail their ability to have insight, breakthrough, and ultimately healing. In life, we have two types of fear that past life regressionist pioneer Dick Sutphin talks about. The first is physical emotional fears, which really keep us from acting when it would be in our best interest or to our own advantage to act, such as fear of flying, fear of failure, or fear of success. And he goes on to say that action erases fear. Once you do it, you know that the fear isn't real. The second type of fear is resistance to what is, and this can manifest in negative emotions and ultimately control. Sometimes it's expectations that are unfulfilled, and other times it's a need to control everything that you cannot change that gets in the way. So during a past life regression session, fear and control can really derail or really end a session before it starts. The practitioner must be accepting and firm in working with clients who have these issues. So sometimes clients come to a session not knowing what to expect, and during the process they're afraid to be honest with the practitioner. These people are people pleasers, which really originates from low self-worth. If you suspect that this might be you, it's important to tell yourself before the session that your own opinions during this process really matters. Please let your practitioner know if this is a concern. Sometimes the simple act of speaking up for yourself before a session starts is what your higher self really wanted for you to realize, and it can be an opening or even a breakthrough for a client. However, if it's left unchecked, clients can leave a session feeling even more worthless than before they started, because they really don't feel like they said anything when the impressions didn't come, and then they stay stuck when the healing and transformation were only just a few words away. So the tip here is to please let your practitioner know if you are a people pleaser so that they can be aware of this before the session starts. Finally, for the purpose of this video, the last barrier we're discussing today is that the client wants information and healing, but their belief system doesn't line up with what will happen during the session. Now, I'm not talking about belief in reincarnation or the principles of past life regression. People can still be successful even if they don't believe in the reincarnation theory. This type of client won't believe in what's occurred during the session, nor will they deepen the integration by ignoring the recordings and never listening to them after the session. I've seen it time and time again. Once information and other healing is provided in a session, trust and belief integrates everything to make it happen more quickly. And sometimes, when it does manifest instantaneously, hours, days, or even weeks later, the client can be surprised. So the tip here is to ask yourself before a session where your beliefs limit you from trusting the process and work with what comes up. Also ask your practitioner for suggestions and ideas. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos about the nature of spiritual hypnosis and past life regression.